Shout out to the Cows gang. I'm your host, Mr. Palmer, and welcome to the show, Victim or Volunteer. What I want y'all to do, grab the nearest couch, sit back, and enjoy the ride. Oh, no. Man, I get up this morning, feeling good, thank God, live to see another day. I go ahead, get up, and get right back on the couch and chill and try to do nothing. And I see that on YouTube, it was two shorts. One from the Daily Mail and the other one from some YouTuber. And they said that two influencers drowned after refusing to wear life jackets. And y'all wanna know what the reason is? Or what the reason was? Because it would interfere with their selfies and tans. What? You can't make this shit up. And I looked at that and I said, that can't be true. No, that can't be true. And the tripped out part about it is they drowned at the devil's throat. It's called the devil's throat. I not. And like I told y'all, like, I don't believe that. So I Googled it. And when I Googled it, it came up in the New York Post and in the People magazine. They ain't even put no false story like this. So I got two of these articles online and I'm gonna read some of both. But before I do that, I want y'all to see the two short videos because it kind of sums it up to the perspective of what happened. Check this out.
In a tragic incident in Brazil, two influencers drowned after refusing to wear life jackets because they believed it would ruin their selfies. The victims, 37-year-old Aline Tamara Moreira de Amorim, a mother, and her friend, 27-year-old Beatriz Tavares de Silva Faria, were returning from a yacht party when they boarded an overloaded boat. The boat capsized due to large waves, and while 5 others, including the captain, managed to survive, the 2 women drowned. Survivors reported that the influencers declined to wear life jackets, claiming they would hinder their tanning and take away from their selfies. The captain noted that despite the boat's maximum capacity being 5 passengers, they were ordered to carry 6 people back to shore. Authorities are investigating whether the deaths were solely an accident or the result of negligence. Survivors recounted that the group split into 2 when returning from the luxury yacht party, and as they faced waves, the boat sank. Those who couldn't swim desperately clung to nearby rocks for safety.
In a heartbreaking tragedy, 2 Brazilian influencers lost their lives after a yacht party turned fatal. On September 29th, Aline Moreira de Amorim and Beatriz de Silva Faria were among a group returning from a celebration off Brazil's coast in an area ominously named the Devil's Throat. The boat was overcrowded, with 6 passengers on a vessel meant for 5. When a powerful wave struck, the vessel was too heavy to withstand it. Witnesses report the influencers declined life jackets to avoid interfering with photos or tanning, a choice with devastating consequences. Police are investigating whether the tragedy could have been prevented. Survivors, clinging to life jackets or rocks, described a terrifying ordeal, fighting strong waves and darkness to stay afloat. Aline, unable to swim, and Beatriz, who had a promising career as a model, will be remembered through the final images they posted, capturing joyful moments on the water, now forever shadowed by this tragic accident.
Man, y'all believe that? So let's go over to the New York Post first. And on the title, it says 2 influencers drowned after insisting life jackets would get in the way of their tanning during the boat party. So it was a boat party, and that came from the police. These were some nice looking women. They were sexy as hell. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Now, one of the women named, they got long names and I can't pronounce it all, so I'm just gonna say their first name. One of the victims was Aline, and the second person was by the name of Beatriz. Now the rest, like I say, the rest of the names I can't say, so I'm just gonna say Aline and Beatriz. And they ignored pleas to wear their life preservers when an overcrowded boat taking them back to shore from a yacht party capsized in the rough waters of Devil's Throat along the Iguazu River. Hopefully I'm saying that right, according to local papers. Now, some didn't want to put it on because they were taking selfies. And if you look at their bodies, man, take a look. Got some nice bodies, they're looking good, looking sexy. They didn't want no life jacket covering on them and covering their ass. And unfortunately, because of that, they drowned. Now, Vincente, which is the police commissioner, came out and said that, but it was based on the boat's captain, So check this out. The 2 victims boarded a speedboat to shore with 4 other influencers after partying on a luxury yacht with friends off the coast of Sao Paulo on September the 29th. So this just happened 2 months ago. You know, the speedboat captain told police he was ordered to transport the 6 influencers despite only having a maximum capacity of 5 passengers. So he was supposed to only take 5, but he took 6. Oh yeah, it's gonna be some lawsuits going on there. Leaving the dense vessel unable to navigate vicious waves, and unfortunately, that boat threw the passengers into the choppy waters, police said. And the captain told the police he tried desperately to save the passengers, but the 2 victims refused to wear their life vests on the boat, believing it would impact their photos and tans, according to local reports. That is unfortunate. But one of the bodies was recovered by Brazil's maritime firefighters after it drifted out to sea, police said. So what I'm gonna do now, that was from the New York Post. I'm gonna go on to the People's magazine online. The reason why I do this because it always be something different, just a little bit. So it's best to read more than one and also watch more than one news clip because it be something different. So on the title of this one, it says Brazilian influencers drown the devil's throat after refusing to wear life jackets to take selfies and tans. Aline, again, and Beatriz died when a wave crashed into the vessel carrying 7 people. That's a nice speedboat, I tell you that. Now, the 2 Brazilian, and they Brazilian, both of them are Brazilian, they not American. They drowned in a boating accident off the coast of Sao Paulo, per reports by local news outlets. And it said after the vessel capsized on September the 29th, G1 Global reported that only 5 of the 7 people on board were rescued. So it seems to me that the 5 people that was rescued had on life jackets, and the 2 that did not survive didn't have on life jackets. Now, the bodies of the 2 other victims later discovered, both Aline and Beatriz, and I told you one was 37, the other was 27, were confirmed dead. And I told you the chief of police cited a testimony by the boat's captain saying the 2 women declined to wear life jackets because they were taking selfies. And I'm telling you, like I say, hey, look good, look sexy. I see why they didn't want to wear a life jacket, you know, so it is what it is, fam. They said that life jackets were getting away they tanning and, you know, the selfies and everything. It said that, according to the information obtained by G1 Global, who reportedly has a 17-year-old son. That is Amorim. I told you they got long names. That is Aline's son, and he is 17. Shared photos of herself on social media while out at sea. The outlet added that her brother claimed she didn't know how to swim. Oh no. See, she didn't know how to swim and she won't put on a life jacket? Now, I don't know about the other one. This was the 37-year-old. And it also said that the Brazilian news source says the 2 women who died did not know each other prior to the party. So they didn't know each other till I guess they got on a boat. They weren't even together. Wow. Reports also detailed that the accident happened in the region known as Garganta or Jarganta do Diabo, which translates to Devil's Throat. Wow. The party goers were being transported back to land on a different vessel when that smaller boat was hit by a wave, knocking all 7 people into the water. Now, the boat's pilot, who was not identified, also claimed that he tried to help everyone that fell off the vessel, but he explained that he could only retrieve some of the survivors from the sea. Crazy. The International Business Times shared quotes from one of the survivors, Vanessa Audrey da Silva. She recalls how she urgently put on her life vest and held on to the rocks after the boat started to sink. So she didn't have her vest on, but she saw what was going on. She put it on. She was able to hold on until help arrived to rescue her. There was a moment in the water where no one could see anyone. The Silva said, "I was fighting for my life." Wow. Now, that right there, that is very unfortunate. Y'all have to let me know. Couch Gang, please let me know. Are these 2 Brazilian influencers, is Aline and Beatriz, are they a victim or volunteer? Man, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. If y'all know how to swim and you wanna go out there and be in the water and party, kick it, whatever you wanna do, please have on a life vest because that can definitely save your life. You have a better chance to survive versus not having it on. Even if you do know how to swim, it's best to have it on. But yeah, man, let me get my back on the couch, man. I gotta get my mind right, man. I gotta go, I'm gonna have to go to Walmart and apply for me a job. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Couch Gang, Couch Gang.